finishes, let us set the intent to remain within the energy of love. And let us now hear a message from Kryon.
Is Earth receiving help from the stars? Greetings, dear ones. I am Kryon of Magnetic Service. This particular statement, some of you have the answer for because you have heard that which I have given you the teachings of many, many times. There are many who are just starting to realize things. They have an awakening of their own. Perhaps things are bigger than you've been taught or told. That is always what we ask you to consider. And one of the things that we have told you yet from the beginning is that your very 23 chromosomes of DNA shout at you that you are different from all those before you on the planet who had 24. We've told you in the past that something happened 200,000 years ago that you should know about. We've told you something that is perhaps eye-rolling to many, except the scientists also are scratching their heads. What happened that would take you out of the normal mammal configuration of 24 chromosomes suddenly to 23? We gave you the word, intervention. In this particular case, it was intervention from the stars. Here is the premise that you should know and hear yet again. This galaxy of yours is alive. There are so many with high consciousness, low consciousness. There's life everywhere. Right now, as I sit with my partner in this chair, you have discovered multitudes of other planets around stars much like yours, that have atmospheres, that have temperatures much like yours, perhaps even water like yours. And the longer we wait, the more are discovered and discovered until you'll realize there are millions of Earths. Eventually you'll see that. What are the odds that a few of them, a percentage, maybe a few thousand even, have life? What are the odds that it's life before yours started? All of those things, the odds are tremendously in favor of all of that. And this leads me again to tell you this, dear ones. Those who seeded you, changed your DNA, and created that in you which is compassion, and postured you for a 24th pair of chromosomes that have enlightenment, that are multidimensional, that are the avenue, you might say, or the window to the Creator. That's what happened. And here you sit, a human being that has changed from the stars, has been changed from the stars. Why would that be? And who was it? We have given you this information before. It's not that critical that you count the stars and know who the personalities were, but instead that you would know that from that Seven Sisters area, there was love given to you. And those that came down who knew they could never leave came down in a multidimensional way without spaceships, which is the way of travel, and they stayed. And they stayed because they are in love with humanity. You might say, are their lineage. In a reverse way, you are their future and lineage. Dear ones, they have been here all along, and there is great love for you. How they have helped you in the past is a story we wish to tell. But more than that is how they're helping you now. In the past, they were your teachers. For thousands of years they spent here giving you the essences of divine purpose, the way things worked, how compassion worked, how spirit worked, how love worked. They taught for a very long time. You might say they taught like mothers would teach. If you look at them, you would say they are all feminine, and they have a gender which appears to be that way. It is that way. You might say they are mothers from the stars, star mothers. There is so much love coming to you. In addition to that which we've talked about from the creative source or for your soul, there is so much love coming to you from that which is what you would call the star family. It doesn't stop there. Roll your eyes some more, because they were seeded by others. There are ascended planets, lots of them, who have gone through the tests that you have, but have an extra million years or so on you. Not a technology advancement, a consciousness advancement. Someday you'll realize that all of your technology is cute. It helps you, kind of. But the thing that you're really developing is high consciousness. That's the highest technology in the universe. High consciousness, where you can change physics literally with your own consciousness and desires. This is not only available, I have taught about it for 36 years, it is reality. Suddenly on this planet during the shift, you're starting to see it. You're starting to see consciousness raise itself. You're starting to feel the love from the stars. Some of you are aware that you're not alone. Now, there are many out there, but I am speaking specifically now about those who created you, helped you, taught you. And when they were here, they did something else for you. They put into this very planet a system so that when you arrived here, you would have help. Call them time capsules, if you wish, that would open around the earth and help push the dark away and help accept the light and actually change the fabric of dark and light. And it wasn't going to happen unless you did something. And you did. Through the harmonic convergence, you made a decision in 1987 that there would be no more World War III, II, I, no more world wars. There would be no more Armageddon. Instead, you would have an avenue on a new train track, you might say, of the old one in history that kept repeating itself, going around and around. You went on to this new train track, and all manner of things have already happened. Some of them you may look at and say, how could that be positive? Change can often be this way. What if I told you the wars of this planet may be the final ones? Would that change your attitude about this new track? What if I told you on this planet there would be remarkable inventions soon that might change that which is hunger or the lack of water? These are all in line to be given to you when you stop warring. This has always been the plan, dear ones. You have those from the stars who have helped you for thousands of years and that are stepping up now to help you in even a grander way. Can you give thanks right now for the star mothers? Can you perhaps say, I don't know, Kryon, that sounds like pretty wild stuff. Why don't you just not decide, if you wish, and wait a while until it shows itself in your reality in 3D when you meet them, and you will. Dear ones, it's closer than you think. There will be some kinds of contacts coming sooner than you think. Maybe not the final ones, maybe not the star mothers, but enough for you to know that this galaxy is teeming with life. There's something else that they have done. These ascended planets, they're your family. They know you. They stand over you. There's actually some protection of Earth for you. I would not tell you these things, dear ones, if they were not true. I want you to sit for a moment and ponder, what if I'm right? What if, as you sit here, you actually have DNA from the stars, combined with that which evolved from humanity a long time ago as humans. This is the way of all things at the moment human. That you do have DNA from the stars, and that means that each and every human is enabled. Each and every one of you is enabled for an awakening of what is already inside you to a grander truth, to communication with those who came early and taught you that which is the information that is the source of the Creator. Would you like to retrieve that information? Would you like to know more about the love that is for you from those from the stars? It's not that difficult, dear ones. All you have to say, dear Spirit, if this is so and this is true, in some way, show me. In some way, give synchronicities so that I can see that perhaps this is not just one message from one channeler. Dear ones, there are indigenous all over the world who will give you the same message that I just gave you. It is well known. Where do you stand here? Will you receive the love from your star family? I'm crying in love with you all. And so it is.
Following that wonderful channel from Kryon, I invite you to open your eyes and bring your awareness back into your body. And I want to thank Lee for such a beautiful channel from Kryon. I'm going to now step away for just a moment and let Lee explain to you more about tonight's experience.
Tonight we're going to feature Monica. Yay! I think most of you knew that because it's under your video. Many of you may not know that Monica has a very close relationship to one of the newest and most powerful planetary help systems for this emerging mastery that we have for this time on our planet. The system is called the Nodes and the Nulls, and I have a personal story to share with you about it right now. It was back in May of 2013. We had just finished another seminar in Russia, and we found ourselves in a cafe, which is quite often we do, talking around a table with our coffees. I forget exactly, I don't remember totally how the conversation went, but Kryon was there and started revealing through me that there were 24 places on the planet that were like time capsules that would like pair up over time to create 12 pairs and give us a profound system to help us go into mastery. Whoa, say what? The whole thing was a surprise. We're saying, why tell us now at this table in Russia instead of channeling it to everyone at the same time in some large seminar? Kryon, tell us more. He did. Kryon said these 24 planetary energies were mostly on sacred land, on mountaintops, and had been carefully placed there by our seed biology 200,000 years ago, the Pleiadians. These 24 places were beginning to match themselves up and become active, one pair at a time. They would provide a quantum-like push-pull energy that would help humanity to work with the immensity of the dark energy that had been on this planet for eons. I remember that we were so startled at the amount of information that was coming in that we had to find a napkin to write on. Quick, find a napkin. I mean, who carries notepads into a cafe? So as Kryon, through me, is starting to give locations or hints of locations for us to figure out, we're trying to find out how to say napkin in Russian. We did. We found it, or we made the motions and got one. Monica and I were alone at this table and excited to know where these 24 places could be and what the pairing of them was. And Kryon continued. So here we are, then again, yet again, get the picture here in Moscow, in a cafe at night, writing on a napkin the information that Kryon was giving us regarding a profound new energy system that would help us navigate the dark and light energy battle that would come over the next few years. I remember that Monica had grabbed her phone and was checking out some of the sacred mountain names and areas that Kryon was giving, and she would be asking basically, Kryon through me, is this the mountain, is this the area? Kryon answered all the inquiries. It was almost like we were assisting in the channeling. Later, we realized that it was our Lemurian DNA that was really becoming active, and that we were just remembering what Kryon was pushing us to know. And that it was only going to come from us, no one else. All 24 needed to be revealed at once. Before the evening was over, we had them all, and we were reeling with the information. I mean, it was like, whoa. When would the pairs be revealed? What was the specific energy of each pair? Here we are 12 years later, and we have the bigger picture. And it's become one of Monica's specialties. She was there when Kryon revealed it, and has done a great deal of research on every single place. And indeed, we have been to many of these places, these sacred places, personally, together as well. Basically, the nodes and the nulls are the planetary time capsules left us by the Pleiadians to open.
My intent is to connect directly with the source. The energy of my original, pure, divine essence, who I really am. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, from the heart expand 360 degrees. Put yourself in a sphere of light. Now imagine that you can extend your sphere, creating a bridge that goes upwards through space, travels through space, through the galaxy, through the universe, and you find yourself right at the source. Take a moment to feel, see, sense your original being at the source. Set your intention to feel, see, sense, experience who you really are. And to bring that energy through. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, imagine that you are merging with your original essence, your original self at the source. And now you are bringing back with you consciously that energy, and you travel back through space, through the universe, through the galaxies, through the planetary system, and you find yourself above the earth, above your geographical location, your physical location, and now right above your physical body. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, bring that energy through the top of your head, Let it fill every cell in your head, your skull, your jaw, your throat, your neck, shoulders, arms, chest, stomach, belly, lower back, thighs, knees, feet. And let it come out through the bottom of your feet, anchoring you into the ground. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, imagine every cell in your body is filled with this new essence, your true, pure, divine essence, from head to toe to the tip of your fingers. Every cell in your body expands and allows this pure essence into your being. Focusing on the heart, say, I ask to be who I really am. My true, pure essence in this physical form. To express my true essence through this physical form. To allow my physical path, earthly path, to unfold in perfect alignment with who I really am. And so it is. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes.
That
Wonderful.
was profound.
That's great.
Really wonderful way to finish up our time together. And for those who want to connect further with Caroline, her website is carolinecorey.com. And if you're interested in her films, why wouldn't you be? omniummedia.com is where you go. You can look for those links in the chat, and if you're watching the replay, scroll below the video to see the replay, or the website links rather. I'm still in that space.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. It's hard to talk when you have
Exactly. But tell me how you're feeling. Can you share what you're feeling in your body?
I just go into these things so completely. As soon as you started, I'm floating. So it's hard to just come back and continue life.
Yeah.
You know.
And I felt for me, the bridge going up, and even though you said you, I was never a you. I became a collective.
Wow.
And so it was quite powerful and profound.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So thank you again for all your filmmaking, what you bring to the world, and that beautiful meditation.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. And we are now going to take a short break, and then we'll see you back here for the Circle of 12.
Welcome back from the break, everyone. You know, my whole takeaway from this interview with Carolyn, and thank you, Carolyn, for being with us, is that this is exactly what Kryon has said would happen, is that films are going to make the difference in a big way about what people think and how they think, and it's happening.
And I love that there's so much more to Caroline than just the filmmaking side of it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you again, Caroline.
What we'd like to do now is move into a part of the program that we call Miracle Moments. Now, it's about celebrating the miracles of others, and it's about connecting and sending love and compassion to those who are asking for a miracle. I want you to know that the energy of compassion and prayer for others is absolutely powerful. Group prayer works, and many of our members have told us about the miracles that they have received. It's such a heartwarming thing to read those. Wow. I'd like to ask Monica to share a miracle moment which has happened to one of our Circle of 12 members.
So this miracle moment comes from a dear friend of mine. Her name is Wendy, and she lives in Tasmania, Australia, which we affectionately call Tassie, if you're an Aussie. And Wendy also put this miracle moment into the membership portal, so you can take a look at it there. But basically, Wendy is saying that she put in a request into the Miracle Moments prayer list for a family member who was in their mid-20s and was diagnosed with adult acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Pretty serious diagnosis. It was in their blood, their bone, their central nervous system, and it had crossed into the brain spine as well. So doctors gave a 10% chance of survival given the situation. It was tricky to find a compatible bone marrow donor, but they eventually found someone, and I can now share that miracles do happen. After 100 days from receiving the bone marrow, the tests show there is no more cancer. So thank you to the Kryon community. Your support, your energy, your love and light create miracles. And this was one significant example of a miracle moment. Thank you. And absolutely, Wendy, this is a huge miracle moment. And I feel that we can play such an important part by being an anchor of light and hope for anyone that we know in our family, even if they are not on board with our understanding that consciousness is energy and consciousness can change the outcome. And so we can also do this for others that are not even in our family environment. And so what I'd like to do now is ask for your amazing ability to anchor light and send energy to others to join me now as we send energy to those who are requesting our help, because miracles really do happen. I invite you to close your eyes and focus on the area of your heart. And as you focus on the area of your heart, I invite you to just slow your breathing. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as we slow our breathing, deep breaths in and out, and focus on that heart area, we are sending a message to our body that right now we are in a safe place. And indeed, we are all connected with one another in this moment as we're just simply breathing in and breathing out, focusing on the heart, telling our body we're in a safe place and that we are joined with many other beautiful souls doing the exact same thing with the intention of allowing ourselves to receive and transmit the energy of love, of unconditional love, of peace, a tranquility that is so deep that it creates a feeling of relaxation and deep peace throughout every cell of the body. And in this state of relaxation and peace, we emanate a field of love that we have created in coherence with each other. And our intention is that this field of love permeates the cells of those who are requesting our help. Even if we don't know their name, we are aware that there has been a request, whether it's past, present, or future, submitted specifically to us. And we are taking the time right now of responding to that call. And so as that wave and field of love emanates out, as we receive it and transmit it, let us also include all those on the planet who are also requesting help. Some of them don't even know where to turn to, and yet they are included. For as a family of humanity, we are all entangled with one another. And so right now in this moment, as we're breathing in and out, we are receiving unconditional love and sending it out into the field, and ask that it goes into the cells, and that there is a sense and feeling of total relaxation, tranquility, peace, and acceptance of the divine love that is being broadcast 24/7 from the Creator. And so now there is nothing more to do but remain in the relaxation, the peace and tranquility as we invite Kryon